Well, we have said goodbye to all of our planned family visits. We sure had a blast. We are northbound. We have only 20 feet of water below the keel, and it sure is beautiful. Almost 80-degree water right now. What a crazy day. We started out with no wind. We couldn't even get a little bit of wind into the sail. Now we've got the main and the jib sheet out. We're going 7 knots, just blasting through here. There's a side swells, which makes the journey not quite as pleasant, but we're trekking along and it's free power, so it's pretty amazing. We are headed for San Juanico. We've heard wonderful things. Cannot wait to be there. Really windy tonight. It's gonna be a long night, I can tell. It's also roly-poly. Good morning, San Juanico. Interesting boat. So this morning we got up and realized our refrigerator hasn't been working, probably for several days now, as everything in the refrigerator is barely cold. If we can get it fixed this morning, then I think all of the food will be okay. But if we can't, then oh man, it's hot days and it's only gonna get hotter. And we realized that there's no water coming out the side, which means it's not being cooled, not working properly. So Chris is down there trying to get it fixed right now. And the other freezer quit working about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and we just didn't worry about it because we had enough space in our fridge and the other freezer for all the food that we had, so we haven't even given it a second thought. But now with this refrigerator going out and the freezer, I wish I had a backup. Our trip heading north is going to be cut quite short if we don't get this thing working, so man, I really hope we can get it back. Well, we're currently in about 6.5 feet of water below the keel. You can see everything, including seashells. Finally, the winds have calmed. It's absolutely beautiful here. It's been a rough couple of days, so much wind. We've been rolling back and forth like crazy. I think the weather will start calming down now, so hopefully we can get out and go do some snorkeling. Our plan was to go out this morning in the dinghy and do run to the beach and relax for today, but the refrigerator is more important.
This is hot. This is hot. That's the refrigerant going through there.
Try this refrigerator.
Here's the pump. It's not a very strong pump, but it pumps water through this hose right here and comes in. Does a little loop right there, and then it exits and goes out. At the loop, there's one little pipe that comes to the compressor right here. See, this is coming in. Oh man, see, it's so freaking hot.
Uh-oh.
It's so hot I can't even touch it.
No.
That's not supposed to be that hot. This is cold here coming out, but this is a cooling. I just don't know how that works, because it goes in, but it doesn't go out anywhere. So how can that, it's not even circulating. It doesn't circulate through the compressor. It must be the hot water coming out, but I'm not understanding it.
Okay. But it's not, you're not saying that for sure something else broke.
I didn't expect that to be so hot. That's really hot.
I'm gonna go see if there's water coming out the side.
Sure.
Okay. Oh Lord, please let there be water coming out the side. We have I think that means the refrigerator's fixed. Yes! Oh my gosh. Awesome, awesome news. Awesome, awesome news. This place is absolutely beautiful. Oh, smiling.
I don't know what he has to smile about, but
You
he's
died
pretty happy.
Yeah. Good girl, honey. It's a good girl. So we arrived in San Juanico 4 nights ago. It has been very roly-poly. It actually wasn't too bad for the last 3 nights, but last night we rocked and rolled all night long, and I'm very happy to be leaving now. We should have moved over across the bay, but when you don't have a windlass, you have to pull up anchor by hand.
Yeah, you make excuses to
Yeah.
not move.
Yeah, you make excuses to not move because it's not very fun to have to pull up that anchor. Anyway, we had a fantastic day snorkeling yesterday. We found some really beautiful spots, and that was just incredible. We were swarmed several times with bees, and the bobos are out pretty bad today. So again, I'm pretty happy that we're leaving. I don't know if we're gonna get much wind, but we are gonna put up a couple of sails. We're headed about 8 nautical miles north of here. I'm looking forward to some new scenery. Okay, so we gotta hand crank the windlass, and we take turns because it's not the easiest job. Okay, we need our marriage savers. Do you remember what it's called where we're going? Go forward, idle forward. So my husband wants us to sail out of this anchorage. I thought we were doing pretty good by just pulling up a couple of sails before we left an anchorage. But now he wants to sail out of the anchorage because we have 8 knots of wind. We're going 1.5 knots. Okay, I guess it's always time for something new. I can't even use autopilot because we're not going fast enough. There goes the jib. Got 8.8 knots of wind, and we're going almost 3 knots, which is very cool. No engine, 3 sails out. With all the fish we saw snorkeling, we're gonna go ahead and put a line out. Maybe we can catch a grouper or a yellowtail or a bonito or something not skipjack. What are you gonna use, squiggly? Maybe something other than the ones we always catch the skipjack on. Try something new, maybe. Yeah, that beefy dude. Oh, wow, look at that. That is fancy. Well, this is fantastic. We're going about six and a half knots, 10.7 knots of wind. We're still straight shot to it. It's just phenomenal. Same 3 sails out. It's a beautiful day, very calm seas, which is really a nice change from 4 days ago when we were sailing to our last anchorage. We've made it to our new anchorage for tonight and tomorrow night, probably.
Hard to recall all the names of these places, but we think we're in Punta Palito. That's wrong. I know it's wrong. I'm not.
Let me look.
Yeah. Okay. So we're in Punta Pulpito. We're in Punta Pulpito. Punta Pulpito.
Yes.
And we got here a couple hours ago. Yeah, I think we might have picked a bad spot here. We are exposed to a bunch of swell. We are rocking and rolling here. It looks like 4-foot swell out here now at our anchorage. We're the only ones here. We're expecting 25 knot winds tonight, but coming out of the west, which is across that mountain over there. So that should block the wind pretty good. We have some protection from the west here for sure. But the swell is coming from the south right here, and it's going to just last, I think, for a long time. Southeast swell. And man, if this boat turns towards the west and the swell continues from the south, we are going to be rolling really bad. Anyway, we're expecting the worst.
Hoping for the best.
We're hoping for the best. And we want to stay here, another night too, so that tomorrow we can explore this piece of rock behind us right over here. See that dark area right there? Right behind us, that's supposed to be a giant vein of obsidian, which will be very interesting. And then on the other side of that, accessed by the dinghy, there's some caves that we can go into. So we are looking forward to that. So hopefully we're not run out of this place tomorrow with our tail between our legs, and we can enjoy the place
Okay, here's to
more later.
safe night. Rocking and a rolling.
Yeah, we're starting to rotate.
Yeah, that's not good. The rolling waves are coming from every direction, so we're kind of doing front to back and side to side motion all at the same time. This is definitely going to be a very long night. We chose to sleep upstairs because it is so loud with these waves hitting the bottom of our boat. The way this boat rises and falls, it's kind of like free falling. Whew, feeling a little nauseous. It's shocking to the system. Heading around the corner here, checking some things out. That is so cool.
Wow.
Hey, blue-footed booby! Oh! Oh! They're blue-footed boobies! Yeah, he's sitting on the rock. Oh, that is so cool! So I'm gonna stay on the dinghy while he does some snorkeling here. It's a beautiful area with a very cool, beautiful cave and lots of birds that aren't very happy that we're here. But you guys, I've seen my first blue-footed booby. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to see one. My husband saw some in, I think, Costa Rica, but I've never seen them. So, oh man, the birds here are beautiful. I forgot to mention one of the other great things about this place. There are 0 bees. 0 bees. It's fantastic. We haven't had a 0 bee situation in a really long time. I mean, we actually forgot and left water outside and nothing, no bees. Oh, it's so beautiful. We have this place to ourselves. It is about 6:30 in the morning and it's just beautiful here. I think this is the calmest morning we've had. Absolutely stunning place to be. Aside from rocking and rolling pretty consistently, it is incredible here. But we're gonna take off. Oh my gosh. If you can see that black line in the back, that's a huge dolphin pod. Wow. I've never seen anything like it. Well, so much for having a line out. All we're gonna catch is birds. We keep grabbing onto our lure. Shoot, yeah, look at that. Is that a deep diver? Woohoo, fish on! Yee! This is exciting. Please don't be a skipjack tuna. Let me get you the belt. It's a bonita. Woohoo! That's awesome. Good job, babe. Bonito, which is delicious, is pale pink and makes the most amazing tuna pate, which we will be having for dinner tonight. Well, we just found ourselves a little bit of paradise. This isn't even in the book, but I did find it on Navionics. We are anchored in about 5.5 feet below the keel. The water is crystal clear, but a little breezy right now, so you can't see it. It's absolutely stunning. What are you doing? Silly dog.
Today we are at Anchor in the Sea of Cortez, and we caught a bonito 2 days ago. And today we're gonna fry it up, and there it is behind me, and it is looking good. Here's what the fish looks like. It's awesome. It's like a tuna, but it's like white meat. That's just one small bonita. It couldn't be more than 16 or 18 inches, and I know there's at least 2 pounds of meat on there, and it's all white versus the skipjack that we seem to catch mostly. It's gonna be good.
Tuna pate.